Non-PPV Sunday, join us for What Happened on My Universe Mode Indie Takeover! Yes, it's time for our second Indie Takeover. It's Superbrawl from Washington, DC, where we have a random card full of people that aren't on the other shows regularly enough. We start the show with a women's contest. Lacey Evans taking on Candice LeRae. That's right, it's a DLC showdown. LeRae got the opening shots in with a Hurricane Rana and a sidewalk slam, but she went for a kick, got caught by Lacey Evans, and then got taken down. She hit LeRae with a Russian leg sweep and threw her into the corner, where she hit a corner attack to the back. Lacey Evans continued hitting a combo of a neck breaker and a backward splash, but was reversed after that by Candice LeRae. She hit an elbow drop and a neck breaker of her own before nailing a code red. Candice continued with a bulldog, but then got grabbed by Lacey Evans, who threw her back into the corner, hit her with a running knee, and then sat on her face. She went for the pin, but somehow Candice LeRae kicked out at 2. The kick out appeared to give Candice LeRae the momentum. She twisted Evans' knee with a dragon screw, put her down with a glory special, and then hit a glorious moonsault before taking her out with her finishing move, the avalanche neckbreaker. She went for the pin. Candice LeRae victorious, and she celebrated like she meant it. We only have one championship match tonight, and this is it, a massive triple threat contest for the Blocky title as Steve defends against the Villager and Creeper. It's gonna be a barn burner or a block burner. Yeah, that'll be the one. Steve started this one off like a house on fire, clotheslining Creeper down and then German suplexing the Villager off the second rope, where he was doing a little bit of posing. The Creeper caught him afterwards though, and then slammed the Villager down and hit a nice Northern Light suplex too. Following this, Steve went back into the ring, hit a back suplex on Creeper, but then got caught with a drop kick to the knees by the Villager. The Villager did that to Creeper too, but then got caught by Steve, and we got our second code red of the evening. Steve then channeled his inner John Cena, giving the Villager a 5-knuckle shuffle, but in the meantime Creeper got back in the ring and nailed Steve with another Northern Light suplex. Creeper then went to work on the Villager, hitting a second rope fist drop. Steve got back in the ring but was sent packing once more by the Creeper. Creeper then putting down the Villager with a big DDT. Creeper hit one move too many on the Villager, who caught his leg and reversed the move. Steve then grabbed the Villager, hit him with a snowplow. He went for the pin but was broken up by Creeper. Creeper then got grabbed by Steve. He drilled him down with an AA with another John Cena move, went for the pin. Creeper was out and Steve retains the Blocky Championship. Moving on to our next match, Shayna Bazsler is taking on another Hall of Famer in Ivory, and she was accompanied by the person Shayna Bazsler beat last time on an Indie Takeover, Jacqueline. Baszler began the match on beast mode, hitting a huge arm wringer on Ivory before kicking her in the face. She continued with a back suplex and a jumping back body drop. Baszler was relentless. She hit Ivory with another huge suplex, then 2 gut-wrench suplexes in a row, and after that, with Ivory down, she went to taunt Jacqueline. She even threatened to punch her, but pulled out at the last second. Her cockiness almost cost her as Ivory grabbed her when she got back in the ring, hit her with a gut-wrench suplex and ground her foot on her face. She nailed a Northern Light suplex, but on the next suplex attempt, Shayna Bazsler flipped out and took her down. After punishing Ivory with knee after knee, she finally finished it off with the Kirifuda driver and locked in the Ace of Spades. Ivory eventually had to tap out, and once again Shayna Bazsler was your winner. After the match, Ivory showed some respect and wanted a handshake from Baszler, which Baszler surprisingly accepted. One thing is for sure though, Jacqueline is not going to be happy with that after Baszler attacked Jacqueline at the end of their match last time out. Match 4 on the Superbrawl card was supposed to be a cracker, with Bryan Danielson taking on Pete Dunne. However, as Bryan Danielson made his entrance, Pete Dunne ran in and attacked him from behind. Pete Dunne would bump into Danielson, then hit him with a backbreaker and throw him face first into the steel steps. Pete Dunne then smashed Bryan Danielson with a huge suplex into a powerbomb. Finally they got in the ring. Dunne hit a forearm and then unbelievably a sit-out tombstone. Following a butterfly suplex, somehow the American Dragon found the energy to kip up and hit a forearm. He then nailed elbows to Pete Dunne's shoulder and a headbutt, but his next move, an Irish whip, was reversed and then was sent to the outside by the Bruiserweight. On the outside, Danielson got put down with a sit-out powerbomb and a takedown. Back in the ring, Pete Dunne hit the X-Plex and then the bitter end. He went for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The Bruiserweight is your winner, but I'm sure Danielson would put up a bit more of a fight if he wasn't attacked beforehand. A bit more of a fair contest next as we have a tag team match. The Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins taking on Otis Dozovic, Tucker Knight, Heavy Machinery. And before the match we got this cutscene which normally makes that team the favourites. It sure seemed that way to start with when Angelo Dawkins hit Dozovic with a takedown and a corner attack, but Otis would reverse hit him and then we got some double teamness from Heavy Machinery. Finished when Otis slammed Tucker Knight onto Angelo Dawkins. Tucker then showed he can slam too, slamming Dawkins, but he was then reversed and Angelo Dawkins threw him into the corner. We got some double teamness from the Street Profits and Montez Ford then hit a nice hip toss and DDT. Ford went for the pin but was broken up by Dozovic. Tucker Knight then reversed, hit a trapping suplex, tagged into Otis. We got some double teamness with a double back body drop and then it was time for Otis Dozovic to hit the Caterpillar elbow drop. Once that was hit, all that was left to do would be tag into Tucker Knight. We got one last bit of double teamness, the compactor, and that one finishes with a pin. Montez Ford couldn't kick out. Heavy Machinery wins this NXT showcase. The penultimate match of the evening was a rematch from our last Indie Takeover Rebellion as Mexican superstar El Mago faced off against the owner of BCW, Baron Blade. El Mago started this match in front, hitting a reverse kick and then making Baron Blade run the ropes before hitting him with a Hurricane Rana. After a spinning heel kick, he threw Baron Blade into the corner and hit him with a forearm. Finally, Baron Blade stopped El Mago's assault with a reversal, threw him into the corner and then hit him with a pretty nifty sunset flip for a man of his age. Blade then nailed El Mago with Finley's forward roll slam. He went to the second rope, went for an elbow drop but missed. El Mago then hit a dropkick and a deja vu DDT. He went for another move after that, but Baron Blade dodged it, hit El Mago with a back suplex and a tornado DDT, then headed to the outside and grabbed a chair from under the ring. After hitting a big boot to El Mago, he lodged the chair in the ropes. He then accidentally took out the ref and then threw El Mago into that chair. Once the ref was back up, he kicked El Mago in the head a few times and went for the pin. And once again, Baron Blade cheats to beat El Mago. And El Mago was not particularly happy about it. He seemed distraught afterwards. What's next for El Mago? This leaves us just with the main event left on Superbrawl, and it features Col Quinn, who opened the show on the last Indie Takeover, so good for him, but he's not the attraction here. Instead, it's his opponent that everyone's come to see. It's the debut of Ricochet. And Ricochet got the party started with a huge dropkick and an ace crusher. He went to the top rope to hit a Dragon Rana. That would have been a good start, but was caught by Col Quinn, who put him down with a powerbomb and a suplex DDT mix-up. Quinn then hit Ricochet with a knee to the gut and a neck breaker, but Ricochet reversed after that, put him down with a backslide driver and a awesome looking moonsault from the second rope. Ricochet would then nail a suplex into a powerbomb. He went for a pump kick but was caught by Col Quinn, who elbowed him, hit him with a Northern Light suplex and then continued his comeback with a comeback move. Col Quinn then downed Ricochet with a neck breaker and went for the pin, and gosh darn it, that was a close fall, but Ricochet kicked out at two. He caught Col Quinn's kick next, put him down on the floor and grabbed his ankle for an ankle lock, but he didn't hold on to it for too long. In fact, he let go of it because he had bigger plans in mind, like this kick to the head. And a beautiful shooting star press, and after kicking Col Quinn in the head one last time, Ricochet hit a stunning 630 senton. He went for the pin, and of course Col Quinn wasn't kicking out. Ricochet's your winner, and he celebrates as we end the show. That's it for another What Happened on My Universe mode. Raw next, like and subscribe.